Good morning, welcome back to the Big Ski family. This week we chose an adventure of a different kind. Skiing is a physical adventure. It's wonderful to share physical challenges as a family and to push each other in those ways. But you know what? We don't want to neglect the spiritual part, our relationship with the Lord, or our mental capacity, learning, creating new things, learning new ideas. All part of an educated person and a useful person, a person with increased capabilities, increased confidence. If there's one thing we want to give our children, it's this foundation, a foundation of faith and a foundation of learning how to think, learning how to study, loving learning, a passion for learning, a curiosity. And this weekend we went up to the Washington Heritage Homeschool Conference.
Okay, so we had a lot of people direct message us wanting to know about the logistics of how we take care of a big ski family on the road, and so I thought I'd let you in behind the scenes. Today we're going to Christian Heritage Homeschool Conference. It's a 2-day conference that's amazing. Anyway, I got up at 6:30 this morning, got myself ready. My strategy for that is that if I'm ready, I can take care of everybody else. So got up, showered, got the kids' clothes ironed. So much of a successful day happens the night before, so laying things out. We didn't have a iron and ironing board in our room, so you get that. Get kids together at a decent hour, and then get up and have breakfast ready for them. Always bring breakfast with me wherever I go because I never know what the breakfasts are going to be in the hotel. So today I pre-hard-boiled eggs. Okay, so these are not soft, they're hard. So it's good for protein. And then I've got yogurt here with, they can put blueberries or strawberries in there. We have bagels that could go with cream cheese. I'm going to slice up some melon. And then I have our cereals, old cereals. I bring paper goods and plastic silverware, a little bit of honey. I try to go with cereals that are low in sugars and don't need that much honey, so that'd be shredded wheat, cornflakes from Trader Joe's, and our favorite is muesli. Actually, it doesn't require any honey, so I just know this and milk, it's an easy solution. You get it at Safeway, $2.50 a box. Anyway, so that's breakfast. I might add that this hotel room is very unusual. We rarely ever have a microwave or refrigerator or stove, or this is a full-on dishwasher in our hotel room. Very unusual, and I never plan on that. So usually I would bring this in an ice chest. I'm at Barrington, you know who you are. Hey. After breakfast, when we're packing up, I have everybody make their own lunch, and then I have them put them in the blue ice chest. So this blue ice chest right here holds all the lunches. I have a Sharpie that's right next to the food, and they mark their food. They are very territorial about their food, and a lot of people eat salads. They do all kinds of things. We had salads. Let me show you this. So the most creative meal that we had yesterday was Barrington. He put hot water in a Hydro Flask, stuck 4 eggs in there, pulled them out and had hot eggs with salt and pepper on them. And he pulled out some Tupperware that he had cottage cheese and mandarin oranges that he had put on top. So that was his lunch, and he just said this was the best meal ever. So people get creative. When you're on the road as much as we are, people get tired of sandwiches, and so I really try to stick with salads. So that's that. So here's lunch right here. I also bring something, this time I brought something called oatmeal bake. Okay, we've already eaten some of this, but this is just really good filler for kids. When you've got 9 kids that are hungry and they need snacks, we ate half of it last night after we went to Chick-fil-A. So that's good to have on hand. Up here in the front seat, I always carry a snack bag. So these 2 things are crucial for us going on a trip. A lunch bag and a snack bag. In here, I just have roasted peanuts. What do we have? Salt and pepper, pistachios. We have chips, almonds. I usually have crackers. And I'll show you our fruit bin in the back. So at this homeschool conference, I need to come up with breakfast and lunch for 2 days. So we bring out the big bad boy igloo, and I brought a, let's see, a dry goods bin. This has paper goods, more cereal, peanut butter chips, popcorn, granola bars, crackers, Wipies, granola, because lots of kids like just yogurt with granola and fruit. This right here, okay, in here is like cheese and guacamole, and some kids will just down a pepper, you know. I got some, we've got grapes, salads. We're gonna be going to some breakout sessions that I really wanna attend. I really wanna maximize my time here. And so we're just gonna take salads already made, ready to go. These are $3. We're at Tate and Tate. I also have loose lettuce in here that people can make things. I think I make turkey sandwiches, yogurt again. Yeah, so that's salsa, you know, just kind of empty my fridge. And then over here is our fruit bin. So we've got apples, oranges, pears. I do have some bananas inside, cucumbers, just, you know, shucking down a cucumber. They're known for that. Or just, I always have lots of peppers. People would just eat a whole pepper and call it good. And I'm feeling good about that as a mom, right? The other thing we do is each person has a bin. I told them they're packing for 6 days. So we're actually transitioning down to LA after this. So we're all good to go. They've got 3 nice outfits, 2 nice outfits for the homeschool conference, 1 extra nice outfit in case something happens to one of them, and then 3 comfortable outfits. So that was their job, to pack for that. Then each overnight bag is labeled with their name. These are really great because you could just stick it on your back and off they go. So that's kind of my thing. So this is my lunch for today. It is rosemary chicken salad on top of salad with some grapes and some dressing. I love these little dividers, those little Tupperware dividers, because it keeps it all separate. You mix it all together, it's awesome. So my lunch is all ready to go. Make sure I have a rubber band around it so it stays put. So this is a little hack, I guess you could say. When we travel, always make sure that we have tissue in here. We have a little sweeper broom. Anytime we're at the gas station or stop, sweep everything out, get it down here and throw it in the trash so you keep your van clean. I always have some spoons and forks in here, and always have, what else? Water. In the car is my backpack, and in here is my life. It's everything. I've got my phone charger. When I go, I've got my Bible. Whoops. Bible. I've got my journal. I've got place for cards. Actually, this is for my husband. my scripture memory cards. I like when I travel, I like to make use of my time and memorize verses that are encouraging to me. When I go to an event, I always bring paper and a pencil. This is great in the car too. It's nice and hard. And so yesterday while we were driving, I wrote a 3-page letter to somebody and a card to my husband. So, and then if the kids want to draw, this is a nice little clamp, put a pencil. Hey, you guys can play hangman, draw, whatever. And then I always bring my calendar. As you can see, Big Ski Family. It's got a lot of ski stickers on there. And the last thing I do is I always bring something to read. Right now I'm reading a book called The Art of Parenting. Amazing book, probably the best book I've ever read on parenting. So that's what I have up in my front seat. And whenever I go to a hotel room, I've got everything in here. I grab my overnight bag, grab my backpack, my purse, and food, and we're ready to go. Little tip. When I always have a pack of gum when we go on a trip, and I always bring vitamin C. When the morale starts to drop down, I'm like, who wants a vitamin C? Everyone, yeah! So we pass these around, and it always brings the morale up. Also, I always save the piece of gum. They get half a piece of gum at like the very end of trips when we're like going 14 hours from Oregon down to California. And those last 2 hours are kind of long. Pop half a piece of gum in their mouth and they do great. Also, I was very happy that I had these cough drops last night. Barrington was coughing all night long. I got up here, I remembered I had put some cough drops in here. Those are always good to have. Gave me a good night's sleep.
Spent 2 days, most all day Friday, all day Saturday, sitting in workshops as a family, sometimes in different breakouts, different rooms, hearing the topics, everything from different science topics, from how to learn, how to study better, how to think, business activities, and even spiritual and personal development, family relationships. They really touched on a lot of different things. And this is something we used to do years ago when our children were young, and all of a sudden we're realizing as they've gotten older, we've kind of drifted away from some of these conferences because we've kind of been doing it a long time. It was so good to get back into that space with our children and to realize that our younger children in particular really will benefit from some of this encouragement, being around other young people, other families, and growing and being exposed to these things.
This is what I call a tailgate party. All the families eating their lunches out of the car. Here we are.
Save people
Yeah. Coaster. Yes.
Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of what we do when we're not on the mountain and we're not out doing physical adventures. We're taking care of the rest of us, the other parts of us, and in endeavoring to be all that God created us to be. Hopefully you enjoyed this and got some practical ideas, maybe for your own family, on how to travel and how to save costs and pack a lunch. But we hope you join us next week. We're actually moving to Los Angeles. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Have a great day.